Today we are looking at how do you answer questions in an interview. As a matter of fact, we are going to cover 15 questions that you will be asked in an interview and how to answer them. So without further ado, let us get started right to it. I would say this, yeah. Question number one, you might be asked, why should we hire you? I like this response where this gentleman says, if you hire me, it will be great. It will be a great platform to showcase my skills. Whatever goals I set, I ensure to complete them with within the stipulated time. And I think even much better that you can add to this answer is to talk about the role that you are applying for. If you go through the responsibilities, the duties of that role, you just regurgitate back to them and tell them, I will do exactly that. For example, if you are going for a can I say IT job, and one of the things is to provide technical support to the team. When you ask why should we hire you, you should be like, you should hire me because I will be able to come in and provide the technical support to your team. I'll do my best at that. You are applying for a job for cleaning, tell them you should hire me because I have cleaned before. I am very good at cleaning. Given this role, I will clean to the best of my ability. So the key thing is to just pull in some of the responsibilities that you're supposed to be doing in your job and then say you can be able to do that even better. The next question. Okay, I think where is my next question? There we go. What is your strength? So I am a quick learner and I'm also a great team player. Now, when we are talking about strength, it's usually not a very difficult task for most of us, yeah. But you need to think about a strength that you can say that will really build up on the role that you are applying for. So if you have a you're very good at a specific skill in that line of work, if you mention it, it would be super. It would be great. Then also talk about personal attributes that are usually looked out for, like this one. Talk about a quick learner, someone who is a team player, someone who has good communication skills, someone who is good at something. Key specific skills in your area would also really work. But then the next question is what really tend to keep people off. What is your weakness? So you can see in this response here, I concentrate on one thing at a time. Okay, it's a good weakness to say, yeah, but I would still say something else. Yeah, I would advise you different when it comes to answering this question about weaknesses. Yeah, there are two guidelines. Number one, you should be very honest and you cannot say that you don't have a weakness because we are all human beings and all human beings have a weakness. So rule number one, you should be able to say you have a weakness. Don't say you don't have one. And the second rule would be think about a weakness that is real, that is true to you, and does not really affect how you perform your work. Yeah. What do I mean by that? Think about a weakness like you are interviewing for a customer service job, and one of your real weaknesses is you're short tempered. Please don't tell them you're short tempered because if you're short tempered, that really directly affects your ability to do your role as the customer care person, right? Think about something like if you are an accountant, you are expected to be very good with details. You cannot say my weakness is that I am not really good with details or numbers or in mathematics. So it shouldn't be a weakness that is directly uh, going to affect your line of work. Think about a real weakness. Like I know personally, my weakness is that I really get sometimes too involved or too empathetic when dealing with a client, and I would really get affected if they tell me their story and it's not working out as expected. So I really get invested emotionally into other people's maybe worries, and that is okay. I know some people have a weakness about public speaking. Yeah, that's a real weakness that people have. But when you're also thinking about these weaknesses, think about what are you doing about it. So once you say this is my weakness, what are you doing about it? Yeah, I'm not really good with the public speaking, but I've learned that that is a key skill that I will need to develop. So I have signed up for some public speaking classes. I'm reading this book about public speaking. I've joined a Toastmasters club to learn how to do public speaking and something of that sort. So in that case, you are talking about this by weakness, and there's something that you are doing about it. Hope we are good. But if you're good, if you're enjoying this question and answer session, let me know in the chat. And if there's one question that has always been pestering you in your interviews, feel free to drop it in the chat. I will also tackle that. Today, it's all about interview questions and how you answer them. Here's another good question. How long would you expect to work for us if hired? And you can see there the answer. Oh, as long as I feel challenged professionally. Good short answer, but not very conclusive. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good answer in the sense that you are showing them that you are not looking forward to go anytime soon. Yeah. But of course, you are also expecting the job to be challenging and be stretching you and making you much better than you came in. So that also a good answer. You can be able to pull it, but if you can be able to pull very specific things that you can say, yeah, I see myself here maybe the next 5-10 years, and also that is dependent on other scenarios, you can be able to bring that up. I can see we have somebody there saying yes, you're getting value. As somebody saying, yep, Ken, you are also here saying very good, very interesting. Go on, Dan. Yeah, I'll be having more questions coming in. The next question: why have you been unemployed for such a long time? Yeah, some people end up find themselves unemployed for a very long time, probably, especially this time and age after this COVID-19 stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of laying off, and many companies were contracting or they were not hiring, and you might find yourself staying longer without work. I like this. I enrolled myself for advanced personality development course along with some freelance work. Yeah. So it's not the key thing here is not to show that when you are unemployed, you're just seated waiting for the next employment. You must have done something with yourself. And especially in line of learning, in line with improving yourself, or also just engaging even in freelance or even changing careers and moving to another field and trying things out. I know of someone who we worked in a certain company. He was a chef, and once all this stuff happened, instead of losing a job, he said, "I can still work even as a janitor." And you can see, yeah, you try different things. Even if you went into business, there are certain things that you learned in business that are still transferable in the work experience. The key thing here, as I say, is not to show like you did nothing with yourself. You just seated and waited for the next opportunity to show up. But it's also very understandable due to the COVID that people might say 2, 3, 4 years out without work. Yeah, but you know what you need to mention there. Thank you very much. I can see the hand saying yes, you're getting value. There's someone else, Maria, saying you're getting value. Oh, we are again Edson here. So required live session, especially for those who are seeking for job abroad. Thank you very much. Oh, you require a live session for people looking for a job abroad. Okay, we'll be able to do that. I can see a lot of people saying value, value, value. They're getting value. Also, they are ready. Let me know if first you have any questions. So let's go to the next question. We say today we are covering 15 questions. What are your expectations for this job? Now, it's important for you to understand why is this question asked. Yeah, they want to know what is your expectation. What are you looking out for? Yeah, apart from just showing up every day and being paid. I like the answer when someone says professional advancement, and good future. Yeah, you are showing. You are also not there just to do the routine work. Yeah, you of course expect to grow. You expect to be able to learn more and also to advance. And a good and working environment, I think it's also a good thing. Apart from the remuneration, which you shouldn't just bring it up here, but showing that you're more interested in doing your job and having a good place and a good time. That's okay. Question, I don't know, we are in question number 5 or 6. Several of them I've already covered. Tell me about your ability to work under pressure. Now, I will tell you this. Any job you go into, there's no job that is easy, but that is something I've come to learn. Yeah. You are working in the office as an accountant and say, hey, I really like what these HR people are doing. Their work seems to be easy. And the HR guys are the ones who are saying the accounting jobs or the marketing guys are having it easy, or vice versa. And there's no job that is easy. So it's important for you to understand that and also think about how will you work under pressure. I like this possible answer here. I keep my cool while working under pressure. Multitasking and patience usually helps in this kind of situation. Yeah, very important for you to mention what is your real, how do you really handle this high pressure, because they will come. And also being able to identify things that you do to cope up would really make things way better. Yeah, like here it talks about multitasking, being patient. Those are the things that they do to cope up with such situation. Are you a team player? Now, most of us are expected to be team players, as in most of the jobs that we do, you cannot really survive being a lone ranger. So being a team player is a big thing, and you should have actually evidence to support yourself being a team player. So possible answer, of course, you need to answer and say, yes, I am a team player. The team which I was part of has successfully completed projects within deadline. And you can see here, you're not just saying yes, you're pulling in some evidence to show that you're a team player, you're part of the success of that team, and that enabled you to be submitting or doing the project within certain deadlines. If you have other evidence to showcase that you are a team player, feel free to bring it up as you answer this question. Okay. Maria, I can see enhanced my salary, skill development, and job exposure. I'm not sure that was answer for which question, yeah. But thank you very much for bringing that up. Your shows that you're there. If you have any question, an interview question that really pesters you, feel free to drop it in the chat, and I'll be able to help you answer it. Good question. What irritates you about your coworkers? Remember, we say that you need to present yourself as a team player. And another thing, when you are dealing with people, at some point you will brush shoulders, you will not be on the same page, you will have different opinions, you will have different point of views. And how then do you deal with that? So this question is actually digging deep into that, asking you what irritates you about your cohort, because you can't just say you have been having it smooth all the way since you started your started working or getting the experience. So I like this possible answer here. I believe in teamwork, even if I feel even if I find something irritating, I will try to avoid it unless it personally affects me. Yeah, most of the time, if it's somebody's personality that tends to make someone maybe a little bit irritating, there's some things that you can look over as long as you are able to meet the bigger objective of the job or of the role. Yeah, these other things can fall into place. I have worked with people who I did not like personally because maybe we brush shoulders wrongly at in the past, or maybe their point of view on other things, personal lives and all that, we do not align. But for the purpose of the job that we are doing, we have I can ignore all those stuff so that we can focus on the job at hand. Okay, moving on. Describe your management style. Yeah, especially when you get to some leadership position, this question normally comes up. And there are different types of leadership style, but it is up to you to decide how do you want to showcase your leadership style. Possible answer: I will be constantly keeping tab of my assigned work with my subordinate and seniors, finishing the assigned job before deadline. So remember, your management style here in this possible answer here is talking about thinking about people who are above you, because you will be reporting, of course, to someone, and also people who are working under you. How do you balance all that? And it will be Super, super good. I can see a question here has already come in from Ken. Let me try and read it out. Is it right to answer any question during an interview that may disclose one's relationship with one of the panelists? Should one hide every information that reveals their relationship with one of the interviewers? Very good question. I would say if disclosing or if someone knows the relationship with any of the interviewers will jeopardize your chances of getting that job, I would try as much as possible not to go in that line of maybe disclosing it. But if the question is asked outrightly, then you need to be honest and disclose, yeah, and say, yeah, this is my relationship with this person. Might be my husband, might be my wife, my uncle, my aunt, my father, whoever it is, yeah. Avoid as much as possible going that direction. But if the question is just asked straight on you, I would advise you be honest and answer the question honestly. I think we're in question number 8, or I'm not sure. I'm not. I forgot to keep to count, but we'll see how far we have gone soon. Reason behind leaving your last job. Yeah, there are several reasons that make people leave the job. Possible answer would be looking for better opportunities and enhancing my skill set. Yeah. And in this case, let me pull myself close here so that I can give it to you straight here. You might be looking for greener pastures. Yeah, that would be a good possibility, but don't start with that. Talk about probably my last position. I felt that I had already utilized my full potential there. I was no longer feeling challenged, so I'm looking for a much better opportunity to challenge myself so that I can grow and improve my skill set. At the same time, you can talk about, yeah, I'm also looking for a better opportunity that will be able to give me greener pastures, yeah, so that I can be able to earn more than what I'm earning. You can also talk about, especially if you lost your job due to the pandemic, due to something. Yeah, I lost my job, it was beyond my control, but I'm looking forward. Don't really focus on what happened. Yeah, I know the question is asking why did you leave, but think about, I lost my job. My job was declared redundant once the pandemic hit, but I am looking forward still to be able to continue in this line of work or in my career and develop more. Yeah. So mention a little bit about what happened, but focus also in the future. Some key guidelines also I would mention here: avoid bad mouthing or saying anything bad about your previous place of work, your boss, the company, because the reason is, after, if you're saying anything bad about them, then probably in the next when you're moving to the next organization, you'll just talk bad about them too. Yeah. So it would really make much sense. Moving on, do you consider yourself successful? Yeah, this is also a bit of testing your personal, uh, your personality, and how do you view yourself. Of course, if you view yourself as a successful person, it's very good. They want people who are successful say yes. Apart from appraisal, I think I have had a bunch of good colleagues in my life. Yeah, what also, how do you describe what is success to yourself? That would be a good thing to also think about. I think we are moving towards the tail end of the questions. I lost count, but I think we are almost in question number 13. Three more to go. How do you answer the question? How do you see yourself in 5 years from now? How do you see yourself, or where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Yeah, very important question. And from this possible answer, you can see, I'll give you some hints here. Yeah, I see myself in a senior position managing important portfolio in this company. Now, this answer is very good, because I'll tell you a story. One of my clients actually came and told me that they had gone for an interview, and they were told, if we offer this job to you right now, yeah, and then maybe 3 months down the line, the same company has another senior position in a different office, would you still apply for it? And this gentleman said yes, and that is how he lost his job. Why? It is similar to this question: where do you see yourself in 5 years? The employer want to see you working with them. The employer want to see that you are someone who is loyal, you will stick long enough with them, and of course, you don't just see yourself in the same position, of course, having grown. So you don't want to show that you are quickly to move. You will be very quick to move, or you get another opportunity 3 months down the line, you're already applying for it, even without settling in your current role and having at least some major achievement in your position. So, very important not to show that you are in a hurry to move to the next question, to move to the next organization. But now we are moving to the next question. What position do you prefer on a team working on a project? Remember, we say that you want to showcase yourself as a team player, and you said yes, you're a team player. So this question is also still trying to test your team playership, if there's anyone like that. I don't know. There is. It doesn't matter the position I'm in till I learn something new in every project. So it really doesn't matter what position you're in, as long as you're learning something new and you are able to bring something on board, or you are able to learn or have the project come to a success. So it doesn't really matter your position. I have seen a question here: change of career. Uh, is that a question, or you are answering something? How do you answer the question about changing career? Probably that would be your question, but I'll tackle it. Can see you're saying, I see myself as the managing director of the blue chip company. Oh, good, good, good. You are answering the questions. You need a job with the World Bank. I'll show you where we can be able to come in and assist you. Anyway, I'm really grateful that you're there, Maria, and you're participating. I think this is the last question. How do you have any question for us? This is very important. As much as this, the possible answer is very quick and short, saying yes, when can I join? That's a good way to question to us. But I would still prefer you ask questions that shows your interest in that organization, and that leads me to one of my YouTube page. Actually, I will ask you to join and go to my YouTube page and subscribe, because I've done so many now deep dive into this kind of questions and how you can be able to answer them. Allow me to check here. So what I would want you to do, yeah, if you are not on YouTube, you're not following me on YouTube, just go to YouTube, just search my name, Daniel Mutuku. You will come to this page. This is my page. Subscribe, and you will see so many videos that will help you in terms of how to write a CV, how to answer questions in an interview. Yes, I have this playlist here, answering question in an interview. How do you introduce yourself? How do you answer the question? Tell us about yourself. Why should we hire? The salary question. Yeah, somebody asked about the salary question. And there's this one here. Do you have any question for us? And actually, I give you 10 smart questions that you can ask when going for an interview. So I would really appreciate if you can be able to take your time, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, get all the self-development, career opportunities that you would want right there in the channel. So I would want to check if there are anybody with any question. Feel free to drop your questions in the chat. I have dropped also the link to my YouTube page on the chat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm sure you'll be able to get more and more value in this page. So question time, question time, question time. Elvis, I really appreciate your saying it is very, very informative. Asante Sana, I can see you on YouTube. I want to believe that you already subscribed to the channel. Have you? If you have, give me some thumbs up, yeah? Okay. Someone says, I did a job. Go to the channel, subscribe, find the different videos that will help you get a job. You need to have a CV, you need to have a cover letter, and also send me your CV. Is that okay? I can see how I can help you. Moses, kindly, can I get the write-up? Do you want the write-up of all the questions that I've showed you? I can plan and see how best I can be able to share that with you. But in the meantime, go to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will actually get this video there. You can be able to replay it as many times as possible. Is that okay? Yeah, just go Daniel Mutuku. Where is it? Go to YouTube after this. Search Daniel Mutuku. Subscribe. You can see so far 87,000 subscribers. People who keep on coming back here to get value. And every Monday I release a video. And then you will see this video here, 15 questions. So you can be able to watch this video and replay it as many times as possible. Is that okay? Okay, good. Let me see any other question here. Mhm. How can I get a job with the World Bank? I am a MBA holder in finance. Okay, let me do this. Another thing then I will have to do. I will need to share with you a place where you can send me your CV if you are at. There's a link here. I don't know if I can get it quick enough. Just a minute. I'll share with you. Yes, here's it. There's a link that will take you to all the resources, free resources that we offer here at Career Point Solutions. Follow that link, submit your CV for a free review, then I can be able to assist you with the job search. Is that okay? Uchena Maria. Good, 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 good. Any more question? I can see Sharon there saying, this is nice. I like it. Thank you very much, Sharon. Hopefully you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, get more. There's someone else, Daniel Mutinda, saying, thank you. I really appreciate. Is there another question? Can you have a question? Someone told me that an applicant should not necessarily ask the last question, what's your input in it? Oh, that's a very good, I think that is a misconception. Let me start there. If the interviewers ask you, do you have any question for us? You better have a question for them. Saying you don't have a question is not a good thing. Yeah, it shows that you're not interested in them. It shows it's like already you know everything about them and the organization and the role. Do this. Yeah, Ken. Once you go to the YouTube channel here, and I would want to hear your feedback on it later on. Yeah, once you go to my YouTube channel, when you are on my home tab, scroll down, get to this section where it says interview questions. Yeah, you see the first tab, just go next. There's this video here, 10 smart questions in an interview that you need to ask. Watch it and then tell me if you think that is still viable, not having any questions for the interviewers. Yeah. But I want to say, no, there's nothing bad you being the last person asking the question. And I also want to mention this, that when you are in an interview, it shouldn't be more of a Q&A. They ask you, answer, try to make it as much as possible as a conversation that you're having with them. Yeah. Remember, even when you have a conversation with your friends, it's not question and answer. Yeah, one person gets to talk at a time, but it's more conversational. And that is the secret of going to the interview. That's okay. Okay. I can see more people giving me some thumbs up. Okay, you've got it value. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that is it. Hudson, I have seen your question. Now, let me say this, yeah. I know you're looking for a job in hospitality in the UK. I already guided you yesterday and I showed you we have videos that will direct you still on my page on how you can be able to get a job in the UK. Please follow that guide, and if we can be able to keep to the theme of today. Today we're talking about interview questions. I would really appreciate it. Is that okay? But I thank you. Thank you for showing up and being there. Someone calling to confirm that I'm here live. Yes, just a minute. Uh, I have seen your question. Allow me, I'll just be able to call them back. Can I get just so that I can send you my CV? Yes, feel free. My contact details I can drop here. Daniel at careerpoint.co.ke. Hope you get it. And I think that is it. I think that is it. I can see some more questions. Somebody kindly share where we send the CV. Yeah, you can send it there, but I've also put it in the link. Oh, I know, I know. On LinkedIn, you're not able to see the link. Yeah. So the best thing would be just drop me an email. Is that okay? Ken, you're saying thank you very much. I will revert to the video and you'll get back to me. Um, okay, thank you very much. I think that is it. One more question, I think. Though came in late by the enjoyer, so please, how can I get a job with World Health Organization? There's a whole video about that. If you go to my YouTube channel, I will keep on referring to it. Where is that? Yeah, there's a video about World Health Organization. You can be able to watch that. Link to news are saying very informative. I think that is it. My time is up. It's almost 30 minutes in. I really appreciate. I'll see you in my next broadcast next week. This week we had a whole series of how do you get a job. So we started on Monday. By the way, I want you to go back to watch the live that we have been having from Monday. How do you write a cover letter? Tuesday we talked about how do you apply for a job online. On Thursday, yesterday, we looked at how do you write a professional CV, and today we have looked at how you answer questions in an interview. And I think that would set you up right when you're looking for a job. And until next time, I'm out.